All right, here it is. Our gasoline engine powered Yamaha PSR-12. So you may be confused. What do I mean, a gasoline engine powered Yamaha PSR-12? So first off, I'll start off with that. I got this little baby, very cheap at Goodwill, and I wanted to mod it. Now, a lot of people mod a lot of these Yamaha keyboards, but I never modded the PSR-12 yet, so I wanted to try it. So I want to tell y'all something to be warned about first off. So this is from my own experience. I haven't modded every keyboard, but the deeper the back of the keyboard, generally the easier it is to mod because there's more room on the circuit boards. They're not there's not wires just blocking everything. It's just more room to work. And some boards will actually have the soldering points easily accessible, whereas on this one you have to take off the board and flip it around. It's not fun. It's just not fun at all. So I got some mods out of it, but I probably won't mod one of these in the future. But I'm definitely gonna mod some more keyboards with these Sound Blaster chips for sure. Just not another PSR-12, just because it's just too much. Maybe if I get one really cheap, I'll just wire a whole bunch of points to it and just see what happens, but not actually test it until it's done. But yeah. Anyways, you're probably confused. Why is this the gas engine mod? So I put 3 little switches on here. And what this kind of does is makes it sound like a gas engine just idling of a motorcycle. Kind of like a Harley, but not really. I'll let y'all hear it. So yeah. Let's engage the choke. I'm just kidding. But now let's get this thing going. You ready? Now it's idling right now. And we can engage like we can start it running, driving right here. Now the bad thing is I don't have control over the RPMs or the acceleration on a linear curve. I tried to put a knob on this, but it didn't actually affect it. It was just really on or off kind of effect. Now, if you're really clever, there's some componentry you could add to do that, but it's just way more time and effort than it's worth. But yeah, let's engage. Let's start driving this thing. I know it's kind of stupid. So we stop for a second. We're getting some food, and let's continue on our way. Alright, now we're idling again. Now we're off. It's not going to pick it up too good on this, but man, it's funny how it sounds kind of like an engine. Now don't worry, all you EV people out there, I didn't forget you. We can engage electric mode, and let's do that. This is our electric tone, and now we're engaged throttle. Lower off of it, and back to gas mode. Now we're in a hybrid mode. Now this is the hybrid bike right here, running off both electric and gas power. Oh yeah, I know it's pretty dumb. Start back on. Yep, pretty dumb, but of course this keyboard can do some other kind of sounds too, you know, like, hold on. Turn that off, there you go. Yeah, pretty weird. All right. pretty dumb. Yeah, you can generate weird sounds with it too. You can't really play those weird sounds like across the keyboard. You just get them like every like few voices they pop up, if you know what I mean. Now there is a way I can make them apply to all the voices, but what I would have to do is I'd have to wire a wire. I could do a switch too, but that'd be very crazy. I could do two things. You could either wire a wire or wire a patch point to every pin on the YM38, the Sound Blaster chip, and there's another control chip. I'd have to put a patch point to every little pin on that. Well, not every pin, but a lot of the pins. So there'd probably be 20 or 30 patch points right here. And if you patch them just in the perfect way, because I was able to do it when I'm modding this, you can actually get this to generate some new tones you can play across the keyboard. I was only able to do it twice. So it's a very complex, perfectly sought out pattern that you have to do to get it to behave that way. But just how unfriendly this thing is and how the board is flipped, I don't want to do that. It's not going to be fun to do that on this particular one. But I will get some other type of Sound Blaster keyboard that has more room and doesn't have the boards in such a complex way that makes it just difficult to mod. And I will do that. That'll be dope, right? So yeah, I'll see you guys later. But before I go, I want to show you one more thing about the hold on. All right, we can do this, watch. We can also engage different speeds here, but it's random. See, that sounds like we're more up to speed now. I know. There we go, now we're really at speed. Now it sounds like a lawnmower. There you have it. This is our gas engine Yamaha PSR-12. Like I said, the mods aren't the most useful, but if you flick around these three switches and press the right combo buttons, you can generate some tones that might be cool for sampling. Now, I'm not going to spoil it, but forever who gets this, I am going to sell this. If you click these sometimes with certain modes and switches engaged, you can play some weird secret type tones with these. It's only these few right here. And you can actually flick this and these and press these buttons. Honestly, you can even play these sometimes when a lot of the switches are engaged to get weird different sounds. But most of them are like repeating sounds and like a single sound. But you know what? I'll just give y'all a brief. Let's get this going for y'all. Let's see what. We can press multiple too, watch this. Now what? Combine a few of them. I'm gonna press these two. Some of them don't work, it's just mostly these right here. And combine them. Watch me change this. see, it behaves differently. These don't really do as much. You can do weird demo stuff too. Yeah. What this thing excels at is generating weird sirens. That'd be good, I guess, for video games or for your alarm clock. Now, I might have actually put more switches on here, but I actually ran out. I could have put a knob, but I called it quits. I finished this around midnight last night, just messing around with it. A normal board that wasn't so, like, just, I don't know, annoying to work with on the inside would have took me half the time as this. So that's why I'm just like, it ain't worth it. But I do have an idea. What would be cool is, like I said, just run one of these just into your sampler and play it across the keyboard. These sounds, like, I said, I mostly see this as a sample fodder. You can still play this normally if you flick the switches right and you start it up right and click the right buttons. You'll figure it out if you do own this. You can play it normally still, or you can use these switches to generate you some effects, maybe to run in your sampler or whatever. It's pretty crazy. Let's try this. I know it's getting a little annoying now. But before we go, yeah. I know it's like I say, oh, I'm not going to make videos for a while, then I make a ton of videos. But I don't have, the thing is I don't have room for these keyboards right now, so I got to get these videos out quickly so I can just list these things for sale. I got the price kind of affordable, but circuit bent things are kind of a niche, so I don't expect them to sell quickly, but they're going to be available. But yeah, after I make this video, I'm actually working on the fuzz. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, hold on. I'm hooking up the little old Reverb here. Okay. Now, it has an RCA single out and a headphone out. So I don't have a RCA to 1/4-inch jack cable. But I do have, I can plug in a regular guitar cable into the headphone jack. It just won't be like, it won't be as good of a quality of a sound, I guess. But it doesn't really matter for the purposes of this demo. So, yeah. But anyways, yeah. After this video, the next video you're going to see is going to be when I have the fuzz ready, and I hope you guys are going to dig that. And I'm going to shoot it out with a bunch of different synths and guitars. I said guitars, so don't scream at me. But yeah, I'll shoot out the fuzz with a few different things. And don't worry, when I'm making that, I'm going to record it directly into my Focusrite Scarlett. So it's not going to be this phone audio garbage. But these two little toy keyboard things I modded, there's not really too much you're going to gain out of a high quality demo, There's not really much to these mods that I need to go out of my way to show y'all such a demo. So this should be fine. Should be sufficient. Woo! turn that down. I love this little amp. I got this Dean Markley. What is it, like a 50 watt? Gansa K50. Made in USA. This thing was $10, man. I got this 2018 maybe. Music Go Round. $10. They just wanted to get rid of it. It was just so rusty and dusty, and I don't know, I guess they needed room, but it's been a faithful, good amp. I've tested so many mods and circuit bends on it, and it's never busted. So let's give this thing a go. Alright, let's turn on this reverb pedal. Turn up the volume on our amp. Ooh. Listen to that. Great for sound effects. Ooh, you know what that kind of sounds like? That kind of sound, I know you're not going to pick it up as good. That kind of sounds like that alarm sound from, if you ever listen to K5, the artist K5, they have a song called Red Alert. It kind of sounded like that alarm a little bit, but slightly different, right? Like close enough that people would get the reference, but far enough that it wouldn't copyright. But yeah. Ooh. I loved it. And I'm going to show you what, here it is. So I know this place is messy, but here we have it. This is a cheap pedal, man. These things are like, I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did. It's alive. It has a mind of its own. Maybe I clicked did I click this? It won't stop. There it goes. Well, that was weird. Pretty crazy. But anyways, this is just the Mvave Mini Universe, man. These things are so underrated. Like, what is it? Alibaba, like 20, 25 bucks. I got two of them so I could have stereo. Right? You could spend that 20 bucks and get that. Or maybe you could get one of these used if you're lucky for like 20 bucks. How much did I pay? What does that say? Unscrew to put in battery. Oh yeah, it's just a little reminder I made to myself. But yeah. This thing, garbage. This thing, great. All right, and let's go back. Let's go back to the little old. Hold on. Let's switch tones here. So yeah, like I said, even though you can't play those weird tones consistently, you can sample them into your sampler or DAW and, you know, yeah, go to town on it. Ooh. Alright, now I'm kind of actually wishing I did do a professional video recording this into my little doll, but man, some cool sounds out of this thing. Ooh. This is so loud, I'm turning down a little bit. I don't know if it's probably clipping in the mic. Alright, I'm gonna do something else. This might get loud, be warned. Ooh. This is a horror soundscape machine. Crazy how this thing comes alive with that reverb pedal. Like I said, sorry the video on this is crap. I might get around to doing a better video on it if someone doesn't buy it before I get the chance to do that. But if they do, you know, I'll mod more stuff. So, yeah. Even though I'm going to get into building those fuzz pedals, and I'm very rarely going to mod pedals anymore, I still will be modding keyboards because that was my original thing I was doing, and I like modding the keyboards more than modding the pedals because there's just so many crazy things you can get out of them, but you're more likely to kill them too, so. Creepy. Alright, but before we go, let's hear that engine sound with some reverb. Alright, y'all ready for that? Let's try this. Alright, here we go. I changed the algorithm. Interesting. Well, the motorcycle sounds better dry, I'd say, but everything else was very enhanced by that reverb. But the sounds in this thing are just very simple. But we can also engage a drone, but it will kind of fade over time. But it takes one of your voices. Just beware of that. I don't know what patch I'd say is the best on this thing. Just looking through them real quick. Show some reverb on this. Let's change to different algorithms. Go to Hall. Crazy. Hold on. What the heck is that? What algorithm is that? Oh, lo-fi. Okay. Very spookity dookity. Go crazy before we end this video. Just flick the switches like mad. Now if you flick these switches a lot, you might have to retighten them. These aren't the nicest switches, they're pretty cheap. I want to get some better ones next time, I hope. But this is what I had. Alright, there you have it. There you have it. I don't know how good this... I know there's a lot of black in this video, just like black blank screen. I'm sorry for that. But I wanted to show y'all. I will probably review this video, make sure the audio came out decent before I upload it. If not, then you'll be getting an official video later, not this one. But I kind of want to list it for sale. That's why I'm making this video quickly, just to get this thing out for sale, because I need some moolah. And the other things I listed for sale kind of cheap. This would be a little bit more, but I know the economy right now, circuit bent things are a luxury, but it'll be competitive enough, but not, too crazy. So just think the price of a normal PSR-12, but a little bit more. All right, we'll see you all later. Now, this will not come with a power supply, okay, if you do buy this. And just so you know, sometimes you have to wiggle this power supply a little bit to get it to come on. All right. Bing, bing. Yeah, this place is messy as heck, I know. All right, see you guys. And this is what I'm working on now. I'm gonna clear this little spot off, and we'll get to work on that fuzz. All right, see ya.